Warders at risk. Correctional officers say they are comfortable in prisons but are fearful on the outside.
Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Correctional officers who serve in the island's maximum security prisons with inmates accused of the most violent crimes say they feel safer inside the prisons than on the streets, where they are walking targets exposed to the fangs of ex-convicts and their cronies. Since 2000, at least 6 warders from the Department of Correctional Services (DCS) have been killed and several others injured outside the prisons in what are believed to be incidents stemming from interactions with incarcerated inmates. It is not that they have been ordered dead, but some of them may have been killed by former inmates, said a deputy director of the DCS. At least one officer was believed ordered killed from behind bars, but we cannot say for sure. Michael White, a 15-year warder of the Broughton Sunset Rehabilitation Centre in Manchester, was a victim. He was ambushed after visiting an elderly relative on Johns Lane, Fletcher's Land in central Kingston. Witnesses said the killer was a pillion on a faulty motorbike, which stalled multiple times as he and his accomplice rode up and down the lane, waiting for White to exit the premises where he once lived. They pounced as he was reversing from the premises, peppering him with bullets in full view of onlookers, including children on the roadway. White died on the spot. The DCS could not say for sure how many correctional officers have been wounded by thugs outside the prisons, but recalled how some correctional officers were slaughtered by ex-convicts. The agency said that some officers may have fallen victims because of their misbehavior on the job, but argued that some correctional officers are targeted simply because of the nature of their profession. Many do not own a vehicle and also live in the same communities from which the inmates they oversee come. In 2000, Donald Murdoch, a warder at the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Centre, was gunned down during pickup duties in that parish. Investigators said Murdoch turned into a service station to fix a defective window when he was pounced on by criminals who shot him. That same year, another correctional officer, Danny Williams, was abducted and killed along the Dunbeholden Main Road in St. Catherine, minutes after taking a taxi destined for his home. In 2011, correctional officer Garfield Williams was robbed and killed in Old Harbour, St. Catherine, after he went to collect money from an event, while Easton Douglas, who also worked at the St. Catherine prison, was shot dead in Portmore, St. Catherine, by an ex-inmate while he made his way to prepare breakfast at the prison. There was also Howard Breadwood from the Tower Street Adult Correctional Centre who was killed in 1995. Breadwood lived in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and reportedly ordered furniture from a carpenter in the nearby Sufferers Heights community. Reports are that he went to the community to check on the furniture and was accosted by a female visitor to the prison. He and the woman had an altercation, which resulted in the warder being abducted from the community. It appears that he was fighting them. When his body was found, they had cut his throat, broke his hands. He got about 74 stabs in his chest, head, and all over his body. He was also shot. The killers then left Breadwood's body outside his mother's gate. The government does not provide anything in terms of proper housing for them, so the typical warder has to live with the criminals, said a veteran warder at the Horizon Remand Centre, who was shot in the head by a former inmate as he made his way home from the Tower Street Correctional Facility in 1995. If you are in a community and they know that you are a warder and people have their friend in prison, you are under pressure to carry things into the prison to give them, or they will tell you that you can't live in the community anymore, said the warder. He noted that some warders relocate repeatedly to protect their families and themselves. Some warders fear wearing their uniforms in public, while others opt to sleep at the prison rather than go home at nights. For the roughnecks, the life is easy, but most warders have a difficult time adapting to the reality that they are walking targets. Many youngsters leave the profession within months because of these fears, said the warder, as he recalled how he was shot and left for dead by an ex-inmate with whom he had a good relationship during his time at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Facility. This video was made possible through the continued generosity of my patrons. To become a patron, follow the link in the description below.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them, right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.